something a little different today. So I am on my way to a shop in Sedona where I do readings, and I take one of the most beautiful drives in the country to get to work. And so I thought perhaps I would give you guys a little look-see into my commute as we talk about the Angel Meet and Greet that is coming up on the 29th of September. And I encourage anyone who's in the Phoenix area to register if you can soon, because we cap that at about 20 people max. And it's a really kind of a life-altering, like my camera work, everybody? Look, here we go with the switchbacks. It's kind of a life-altering class that really does help you remove that fear of death, which typically is the underlying cause of most fears in life. And so the way that we do this is by helping you to meet your own guardian angels. And so Department of Transportation probably didn't like to see me videoing, but I'm really not doing anything wrong, so we're okay. I'm paying attention to the road. I drive this a million times a year. Well, I won't exaggerate too much. A million times a year. And anyway, so the Angel Meet and Greet is where we actually introduce you to your own guardian angels. And these are not people that you have known throughout life that have passed away. These are, in fact, beings from the angelic realm that are here to assist you with your journey and help you become more successful and have more joy and love and beauty in your life. And so it's really wonderful to get to know these beings, because they can help you really enjoy your life so much more than you ever have before, because they assist you in really seeing the big picture of what you wanted to do when you came here. Sometimes once we get into these human bodies, we completely forget what it is we came here to do. So this team of experts that we sort of asked to come help us are very good at keeping in mind the picture that we had for ourselves, our experience here in life, and helping us make the most out of it. And so the Angel Meet and Greet is a wonderful way to really get to know these beings and develop a relationship with them, so that you can make the most out of your life in a practical manner. So we're not talking airy-fairy stuff here. We are actually talking about very practical use of very mystical tools. All right. So obviously I'm paying attention to the road more so than to the camera, but I hope you're getting a nice view of what this drive is really like. It is just magnificent. This is the drive 89A, which is between Flagstaff, Arizona and Sedona, Arizona. And yes, believe it or not, guys, this is Arizona. I used to think Arizona was nothing but deserts, but I was mistaken. So, truly magnificent, truly magnificent. So on September 29th, we will be doing a 2-part workshop, Wondershop as I like to call them. One is the first part of the Angel Meet and Greet, where we do a little intro about what your angels are, what they help you with, some of the kinds of things that they do, they help you with, what it feels like when they come near. Usually some experiences of how they've helped you in the past and so on. What they are not versus what they are, just a clearer understanding. And then after a break, if you choose to go deeper, we have the in-depth angel meet and greet. And so this is where you really dig into tangible experiences where you are experiencing things. You are learning to get answers from your angels. You are accessing communication with them. And you frankly are having experiences where you just say, you can't make this up. That I couldn't fake that if I wanted to. This stuff has to be real. It's kind of neat because even skeptics and very mainstream people have a really wonderful experience in this particular workshop. So we do have a discount on things if you register for both sections of the workshop. So I believe altogether it's $125 if you register for both. And we are in Scottsdale, Arizona at the La Quinta Inn and Suites. And so it's actually not far from Phoenix Airport. We do very often have people fly in from other areas to take these classes as well. And so even if you are not in Arizona, but you happen to have a bunch of miles, or you wouldn't hate just kind of coming and checking things out in Arizona because it is just so beautiful, you can always make a reservation at La Quinta Inn and Suites. Their rooms are very reasonable, and join us. It's all on one day, so that we made it so that the whole class would finish up on Saturday. So you start Saturday morning and we finish Saturday evening, and then you would have Sunday or Friday beforehand or something if you wanted to kind of play tourist, if you're so inclined. And I'm kind of chatting just because I want to see if I can get you all the way down into the Sedona Red Rocks so that you can see all of the splendor that is this magical drive. It is amazing. Just one of the most beautiful drives anywhere. And we're coming up on some of, I know it seems like, it's just woods and that kind of thing, but it's not. Just wait till you see what's coming. So, if you have any questions, if you would like to do the angel meet and greet but can't quite make it to the September one, we do have some other ones on the docket, if you will. And some will be in Sedona. Some will be in Flagstaff, not Sedona. And some will be in Scottsdale. So, look at this. Isn't this beautiful? All these mountains. So you do have some choices. I think we ended up scheduling them about every other month. And if you've had an angel meet and greet but you would really like to refresh it, we do have a refresher's price. And that price is $10 for the intro to angels and $25 for the in-depth aspect of it. So we've just split it into two. So if you're not used to it being split into two, we did that because some people didn't want to go in depth. Some people just wanted the basic understanding of angels, what they do, that kind of thing. And they weren't ready for the whole deal. So we just wanted to give people options. All right. So here we come into some pretty spaces. Everybody. And I would do this on Facebook Live or something, except that there's like no reception in this road, so we're just videoing it and moving on with things. So, pretties. As I was saying, if you are interested but you can't make it to September's event, definitely contact us through the website. And I do have an assistant named Sharon. She's really the one who is making things go at the moment. So Sharon is the one to talk to if you're curious about what other dates are. We don't have them posted yet, I don't think, just because we have been so busy with some other things. We've got the Blog Talk show up and running again, and we're working on some books and different classes for download, and just all kinds of different things to be of service in a way that will not completely wreck me, which frankly has kind of been happening over the past few years, and just need to find a healthier manner of being of service, because, you know, for 11 years now, most of what gets done for Mystical Truth has been done out of my own pocket. And so it's been me handling the websites, and every once in a while I have somebody come in to help, and then, you know, they have, you know, their own journey to get on with. And so it's nice to have Sharon there. If you all haven't met her yet, her name is Sharon Dingus, and she is a lovely woman. And you can find her at reddogcreationsllc.com. And she does like lovely fused glass and just different art forms that we'll be promoting little bits here and there for sure, because they are just amazing. And pretties. So Sharon will typically be the one who responds anymore, and even if you're somebody I know, Sharon will typically be the one who responds now, because it's just too much for me. I'm completely overrun at the moment, and I'll never get the books and the classes and all of that done to be of service if I'm trying to answer all the phone calls. So I appreciate your patience with that, and I appreciate everybody giving Sharon a chance to be of service, because she really is quite magnificent, and she really does have a desire to be of service. And yeah, so now in Flagstaff we will be teaching, I believe, out of a place called Heart and Soul Sanctuary, and they are at 11 Dale Street. And it's a really neat little place. They've got a lot of cool things going on. And oh, here we go with some pretties. I think we're coming down into more Slide Rock area, if you are familiar with this area at all. There we go. There's some red rocks coming your way. Red rocks coming your way. Woo woo. Oh, look at this. Ah, this place is amazing. This is funny. I never, ever do this, but today I was inspired, so I am, and we're just gonna know that that's okay. Trust me, I am watching the road and not the camera. Just in case my kids watch this and they want to yell at me, I promise you I am watching the road and not the camera. So what are some other things that we have going on with Mystical Truth, huh? We have started the Blog Talk show, as I said, and so there are, I think, 3 new shows up. Partially, there's 2 that are about mediumship and how to be a safe and happy medium, and how to make sure that your people are safe and all of that you're connecting with the right stuff. And so there's a part 1 and a part 2 of that. And then there's another show that actually, it's so funny because it went like 2 hours, which, you know, my shows are always 1 hour. But this particular one went 2 hours, and it was about answering the call. So it's answering your call that you are receiving from Spirit. And how do you do that in a healthy manner in everyday life without blowing your life apart, right? And so this is what that show's about, and it did take about 2 hours to cover, because that's a wide open subject. It really, really is. And I hope I'm getting some pretties in there. There's some pretty red rocks over here. This is my drive every day to work, where I go to read people, tourists who are visiting Sedona. I am your friendly Sedona psychic at Crystal Vortex, and 4 nights a week. Isn't that fun? And it's kind of funny because it's basically just me convincing tourists over and over and over again that psychic is real. Sometimes I can actually do a little good, which is lovely. I love it when there can be some good done, but for the most part, it's basically them going, wow, this maybe is true. And so, isn't that lovely? But you know, we all have to pay the bills. And so until we get things rolling with Mystical Truth, and while it is still coming out of my pocket, somebody has to pay for the blog talk shows, and somebody has to pay for the meeting rooms, and, you know, this stuff. I know everybody thinks that people should just do their spiritual work for free because, you know, it's spiritual and all. But honestly, it takes a lot of money to get this stuff done. And so it's important for people to understand that when someone devotes their life to being of service in this manner, it, you know, technology, it adds up, you know, and time on the phone with people and being there and putting together these classes and these workshops and all of these different things takes a lot of time and effort and energy. And I think sometimes people lose sight of that. I think sometimes people think it just kind of happens, and it does not just happen, my friends. So here we go. We are coming into the Red Rock of Sedona. Oh my gosh. I think I need coffee or something. All right. Pretty pretties. Very pretty. Here we go. Let's see. I think we got a good view out here. Hopefully the reflection is not too bad on the window. We are going to be seeing some pretty mountains coming up, and then some even prettier ones coming up. Look at this. Very nice. All right. So also I wanted to share with you all that if you have topics that you would like to hear us discuss on the Blog Talk Show, please let us know. Just email us at mysticaltruth.com or connect with us on Facebook or Instagram. And you can find me at either place, Taerie Gillan, TaerieGillan, or The Mystical Truth on Facebook, and I think Instagram. I'm not sure what the Instagram one is, but I'm definitely there under Taerie Gillan. Facebook has for some reason, blocked all of my posts, so it looks as if I have not posted since May 17th, which I don't understand. I'm not sure what I did to piss off the Facebook gods, but apparently something. So finding posts via Taerie Gillan on Facebook is not going to work. So you have to go to the Mystical Truth page on Facebook to see anything. To me, that always just says that we're doing something right. Whoa, here we go, everybody. Here come the Red Rocks. Woo woo. I'm such a nerd. Oh, we have the tourist traffic. Here we go. Look at all these little tourists. Aren't they lovely? We love the tourists. Hello, tourists. Hello. It's so funny. I moved from Orlando to get away from the tourists, and instead I ended up here with the tourists. So, isn't this amazing? Do you see this road? Isn't this phenomenal? Ah, so beautiful. All right. So, we have BlogTalk.com, and it should be under Light of Truth, the Light of Truth. And you should be able to find the links on the website mysticaltruth.com. And usually we post links to the different shows on Instagram and Facebook. So you should be able to find us pretty easily. Again, the show is called The Light of Truth, and it's at BlogTalkRadio.com. Sorry, BlogTalkRadio.com. And I have just started Instagram because I'm old and stubborn and don't really like to deal with social media. but apparently you have to these days. So I'm giving Instagram a go. So look at this. Isn't this beautiful, guys? Welcome to Sedona Red Rocks, huh? How amazing is this? It just never gets old, man. Just never gets old. It's just beauty, beauty, and more beauty everywhere you look. Just phenomenal. All right, so we are almost closing our journey through what we call the canyon or the switchbacks. And I will soon be at work, and I encourage you to come get a reading if you happen to be in the Sedona area. I'm usually there Tuesday night through Thursday night, just a few nights a week to pay a little bit of the website, radio show, advertising costs, whatnot for Mystical Truth. And yeah, so again, it's Crystal Vortex, and there are 2 stores in Sedona Uptown, which is the touristy area. And I'm at one of those stores all 3 of those nights, pretty much every week. So I am very excited because we're getting ready. My friend Spring Rain, who is Spring Rain, RAYNE.com. And it's because we're all identified by our websites now instead of who we are. It's more what we do. And anyway, springrain.com. We are going to be going out to LA for an event with that has to do with the Emmys coming up in September, right before the class. So that's going to be cool. I will be coming back from LA, and then I believe the next weekend we have the class or thereabouts. And so I'm very excited about that. We always get to do some neat things and make some neat contacts when we're in LA. And so that's very exciting. Happy to get back out there and see my friend again. Spring Rain is a raw food chef, intuitive nutritional coach. She's really amazing at getting healthy. And she is working very hard to start a wonderful school for all of these very special kids that are coming through, all these star kids and crystal kids and rainbow kids. And, they don't learn like other kids. They need kind of their own place, not because, oh, you're so precious and fragile, but because they're so very different. They're just not able to meet their needs in the regular school system. So Spring is working diligently on coming up with a school that will be called Stargazer Academy. And Stargazer Academy, here we go, coming into Sedona, Uptown Sedona. Stargazer Academy will be a school specifically for these special gifted kids and the ones that are kind of ultra sensitive or psychic, empathic, that kind of thing. And they will do a lot of holistic stuff, like they'll be learning how to grow their own food, how to prepare healthy food, and using all of these real life experiences to also all right, we're just gonna cut this off now. Nope. To also learn how to function in this regular world even when you maybe don't fit in. And so that will be a very special place. Sorry guys, Here we go. And I am hoping that people will support her in this. And that's part of what we do when we're out in LA, is we promote this school and donations for the school. So to find out more about that, I believe you can go to springrain.com. Again, it's RAYNE. And I believe stargazeracademy.com. But you can find on my website, on mysticaltruth.com, there's a section that's friends and people that we recommend and that kind of thing. And you're welcome to look there, and I'm pretty sure I have it there. I'm gonna give you guys another peekaboo at Sedona. Look at this. Yep, this is where I work. Isn't this beautiful? All right, everybody, have a wonderful evening, and hope I'm not making you sick. And come join us for the angel meet and greet if you are so inclined.